I'm here doing this awesome thing that we call stage demos with a very special guest. His name is Chris Uminga, and he is part of the line, a new line for DC Collectibles called DC Artist Alley. And Chris is actually holding up, that's a real one, yeah? It's not just a replica?
This is the real one.
So that's the real deal Batman that he designed. He's actually designed 3 different ones. It was Wonder Woman,
Superman, and Batman.
Awesome. Well,
The Trinity.
The Trinity, exactly. Yeah. So you got the lucky trio there.
I did get the lucky trio.
Did you get to pick them?
No, but I'm glad I got the Trinity.
Yeah, I know. It's you're again, very lucky. So what are you going to be drawing for us, Chris?
I'm going to draw my favorite character. I'm going to draw the Joker for you guys.
Awesome. Joker fans out there?
No.
Of course. Come on. Yeah.
All right.
We love the Joker. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got discovered by DC?
Basically, I set up an artist alley, and one lucky day I had Jim Fletcher walk by and strike up a conversation with me. And we've been wanting to kind of work together for a really long time. But my style's not really house style, as you would say, so the fit wasn't there until this opportunity came on, and thank God it did. And now we've launched on this really great project with 2 other great artists that I think did some drawing here the last couple days, Newligan and Show Morose. So very happy to be here, and kind of mind-blowing that this is my first ever kind of panel drawing situation at the biggest booth, the biggest show. So I hope I don't mess up.
Oh, no, you are doing great. All weekend I've been watching this guy draw and do signings and panels. So impressive. So I wanted to kind of introduce the line in general. Okay. As he had said, I mean, the name Artist Alley is for a reason. And it is, as he said, they were all discovered in Artist Alley. They're not really the house style, but bringing them over and kind of giving that whole con aesthetic to our great characters, some of the most iconic, like he's doing for Trinity. So it's launching summer 2018. And I think your first one, I think it is Batman.
Yeah, Batman is the first one up.
Yeah, so what you can do, shameless plug, you can pre-order online or ask your local retailer to order it for you to make sure that you get them. Are there going to be variants?
There are some pretty sick variants. I don't know if there's...
Yeah, all the variants right next to
they're up in the wall.
So, yeah, if you haven't seen that display yet, that Batman that you see right there is beautiful in all its glory, but there are different variants.
There's one really special variant to my heart.
Tell us about it.
It's the Joker variant. So we got to repaint Batman, almost like a Suicide Squad type kind of deal, where we have the bright green and bright purple and big gnarly smile on his face. So he's my baby.
You got to check it out when we're done with that. And we actually have some sketch cards, I think, too, that you can collect. So 2018 summer, so a year from now, you'll be able to buy those probably all over this convention, which is great. But one thing I do want to stress is that they are limited, just like everything that will be coming out from Artist Alley. So if you do like them, you need to pounce on them because that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So I've been plugging away, but Chris is obviously drawing, so let's talk a little bit more about your process. Fan sighting.
That's my fan.
Whoop, whoop. You should come up here. What is your normal medium? I mean, obviously we have a toy, but you are an artist. So what is your favorite medium? What do you normally use and do?
I kind of use a little bit of everything. Lately, I've been using iPad Pro and Procreate quite a bit. But when I'm doing traditional work, it's pencil, brush pen, and Copic markers or watercolor. And it's the kind of easiest, most familiar material that I use. Oh, there he is right here. This is my favorite.
So awesome. That one's so amazing.
But I kind of bounce around from material to material, and I depending on the project, sometimes I'm in love with paint. The next week I hate it, so I want to do all digital. Then the next week I miss traditional, so I want to do marker pieces. So it depends on where I am, what's around, and what I'm feeling.
So how did you get your start in art?
I went to the University of Connecticut, Yukon Husky, and I wanted to do just primarily gallery work and gallery shows, but I loved comics, and I just had no idea how to get into comics at all. So I did a gallery show where the theme was, pop culture and comics. So I did a Batman and Robin drawing that everyone seemed to have a really good reaction to. So a friend who was really trying to get into comics said, let's set up at Artist Alley. And so we did, and I got a really nice response there. So I kind of really fell into it, and thank God I did, because it's taken me, some amazing places, and I've gotten to meet some really great people, and got to work on some amazing projects.
Awesome. That is so awesome.
Thanks.
And I imagine that you really have to, you're so dedicated to the craft. I guess
Yeah.
you're always drawing, you're always changing, using different mediums, things like that. So do you have two Boston Terriers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, are they your sidekicks?
They're my best friends, man. I have a Boston Terrier named Rosalita and one named Sandwich. And they're always next to me while I'm working, and I think I'm attracted to them because they have those big wall eyes, and I tend to draw characters with gigantic eyes.
That's awesome.
So
that is so funny.
I don't know if it was a subliminal thing in my brain to pick out these two dogs. Sorry I'm spinning this around so much.
No, you got to do it. This is the whole thing, like just see your process.
Yeah.
If that is what you need to do, and I think it's so cool because I'm just mesmerized by your lines.
Thank you.
So you do, you always do your pencils, and then you do what we call inking, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so right there, you're using what kind of pen?
This is a Copic brush pen.
Okay, nice.
I'm a Copic kind of disciple, if that's the right term. If they make a product, I buy it, and it's almost like the Apple thing. Where
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, Copic has a new shade of blue. I need to get that blue. So I don't know if people out there draw, so they probably know what I'm talking about. If not, it's a pretty great thing.
So, would Joker be your favorite character to draw, you think, in the DC universe? Is there anyone else you are, really wanting to draw?
I love the Rogues Gallery. I love all the villains. I grew up with the 66 Batman, so, Adam West was the first Batman I ever knew, and Burgess
Right.
Meredith Penguin is my first Penguin. So I'm really partial to kind of that universe.
Yeah.
So I love drawing Batman. I love drawing anyone in the Batman universe. And Superman is a favorite too, but he's so intimidating because he's so iconic.
Yeah.
So it's still something I'm getting used to, that, wow, I get to draw Superman. And
So how
Joker's awesome because you can draw him 100 different ways.
Yeah. You don't do it the same every time?
No.
Really?
I
That's
try not to.
awesome. So I would have to say that, I have to get the companion pieces, the Harley, from you.
Yeah.
But we will be giving away this sketch, and I'm going to have to come up with a less deep cut trivia question for you.
Was it a deep cut question last time?
I did that last time, and it was hard. It was terrible.
What was the question?
Yeah, it was what this person had been working on before.
Okay.
And it was kind of more obscure DC title, or actually Vertigo. So I'm going to try to keep it light and easy. But let's plug you. Where
Okay.
are you in Artist Alley?
I'm in Artist Alley at table BB18. I'm right near the giant Funko booth. So
Oh, that must be fun.
It's a pretty awesome sight in the morning to see everybody kind of running over there to get them, and they had some pretty great exclusives this year. But so I'm over there. That's been my spot for the last about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, cool. Right on. So speaking of toys again,
Yes.
how did it feel to see your creations become a 3D figure?
It was kind of unbelievable. I got a sneak peek of them at Toy Fair in New York, probably last fall, and it's the first time I'd ever seen my stuff interpreted as 3-dimensional work. And seeing it was amazing because I couldn't believe that they got it so accurate. I mean, it's not a normal kind of style to draw. And just seeing it kind of really made me so happy. So now I'm just switching over to my warm gray Copics and adding some shadows.
So that's like for depth, right?
Yeah.
Give it a little texture.
Make them a little creepy.
Yeah, speaking of, when I was looking at your bio,
Yeah.
you know, because I totally Facebook stalked you and internet stalked you, but it's kind of mentioned about your work that it's cute and creepy.
Yeah.
And I think in Japan they actually have a word for that that I don't know anymore because I don't remember anything until probably 2 days from now when I'm recovered. But can you tell us a little bit about bringing those kind of two worlds together?
It was, again, it was just kind of experimentation. People always ask me, like, well, how did you find your style? And I go, well, it's constantly evolving and it's constantly changing. It'll be different today and it'll be different next week. I basically picked a lot of things that from artists that I had surrounded myself with. Like, a lot of my friends are tattoo artists, so I learned a lot of shading and coloring from them. And then a lot of friends I knew did graffiti, so I learned some line work from them. And some sculptors were the ones that kind of really taught me about having a blank eye, because it's, you know, in sculpting, it's really just always a domed eye. And it was, you know, a lot of times when you do that, you don't really have to tell the person, you know, this is how this person feels or this is what they're up to. You allow them to kind of interpret it for themselves. And then I took a lot of stuff from animation, and so it's just constantly borrowing and evolving from a lot of different things.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, looking at that or this style, especially what you're doing right now, like would be so awesome in stop motion animation.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely watch that movie.
Oh, me too.
And I would love it to be a Joker film for sure.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Wow, so you just whipped this up. You're just, you know, kind of like, he's the one today.
He's my warm-up. Like every day, if I'm in a rut, I know I can just draw a Joker and have fun with it, and just kind of get out of my rut, warm my hand up, warm my brain up. So it's kind of a lot easier sometimes to work with a character that you enjoy drawing and stylistically play around with.
That's amazing. Like right now, it seems like you're just kind of doing the hint of the green.
Yep.
I mean, just to give it like, that's a very suggestive way of doing it instead of just filling it in and making it very blocky.
Yeah. This is just, I'm still always trying to get better at lighting and understanding, you know, texture. So with hair, it's kind of important to leave some white so you get a little bit of shine and you understand maybe the room temperature and whatnot. So. And the great thing about these characters is, again, like you can draw them however you want. They're still going to be recognizable.
So I imagine like drawing and art really, you know, helps soothe your soul and make you like, you know, I probably can't live without it.
Can't.
Does it also help you with being a Knicks fan?
No, it doesn't. Oh, why do you have to bring that up?
I got joking. I'm so sorry.
It's the worst. I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. And I've been suffering most of my life. And hopefully, I don't know, you guys are lucky out here because you have the Warriors and you have the Lakers and the Clippers.
Oh, up in LA, yeah. San Diego can feel that pain, though.
No.
For sure. The Padres and Chargers aren't even here anymore, so.
That's crazy. But no, drawing does not help me. I made some stickers when I thought LeBron James was going to come to New York, and I made some really like hateful LeBron James stickers that I gave away at shows because I was convinced he was going to come, but he didn't.
That's amazing. That's so awesome. Does anybody have any questions for Chris? Since I can barely talk, anybody interested in something particular about his technique or? I guess one more question from me. Do you have anything else on the horizon, like big projects that you can disclose? Are you just kind of riding the high of DC Artist Alley and kind of promoting that?
Right now I'm enjoying this, and then I do some stuff with Disney.
Okay.
So I get to design some cool like fine art and merchandise with them. But hopefully I get to do a lot more stuff with DC because I'm a DC guy, so
Ah,
always have.
we like that. We love that.
Like,
Oh yeah, get that yellow teeth in there. Yeah. I know. I love how the Joker's kind of gross, and kind of scary, and kind of attractive. Like I don't know, he's such a complex character.
I just always think of him as like a punk,
Yeah, like a gutter punk, kind of
Yeah.
like icky, and
but who wants to dress like Don Draper from Mad Men.
right, and like be all dapper,
Yeah,
but
it's
like
a very dapper punk.
yeah, like the Johnny Rotten,
Yes.
basically, right? Smart, little off,
Very
stylish.
off, yes.
Dresses with trash a little bit, but makes it look good. All
Little-
right. So it looks like you're gonna kind of start, winding down on this
Yep.
guy. So the trivia question is, if everybody's ready, where in Artist Alley? What is the table number in Artist Alley for Chris Uminga? Anybody remember? It's what?
Almost.
Anybody else? Anybody else? You got the number right. Yes.
You got
Are
it.
you guys together? Yes? Okay, good. Whew. I didn't want to be that jerk that's like, no. So you guys are going to get this beautiful sketch. Yeah, Chris, I mean, this is so fantastic. You guys are really lucky. This is amazing. Super amazing.
Thank you guys for having me and allowing me to talk about my dogs and the Knicks.
And the Knicks. Those are the two most interesting things that I thought of when I read about you.
My dog, they're pretty awesome. I always want to bring them to shows. I mean, I think a few people have met them, and I have a pinky in the brain type situation with my dogs. One is very small. It's like a 10-pound Boston Terrier, and she's the brain, and the other one's the muscle, and Sandwich is the muscle. So Sandwich will do whatever the little one says. So I hope to sneak them. I sneak them into other pieces I work on. So.
Well, you just register them as therapy dogs. It's totally gonna work.
I've tried.
I've seen tons. I could totally use a therapy dog right now, for sure.
I wish. I don't think I would get any work done if my dogs were here. I would just kind of have them sit on the table.
Yeah, and Chris, that is amazing. I cannot believe how fast and how amazing at the same time that is.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's so awesome to be working with you and the other artists.
Yeah.
It's been really
I'm
awesome.
thrilled, and I can't wait to hopefully do more stuff with you guys. And I love DC. So.
Oh my God, DC loves you, and DC loves all of you guys
Yeah,
too.
thank you guys for coming out.
Wait, I got one more question.
Do you have a non-comic book artist that you find inspirational?
Yeah, I love it. There's a painter called Blaine Fontana, and he's a Portland and Seattle based. He's considered like an outsider artist or lowbrow painter, and he does a lot of really great graphic paintings with like birds and bears. And I look to him because he has such a great composition and color palette, and so I look to him quite a bit for inspiration. His name is Blaine Fontana.
That was a great question. Thank you so much. Are you going to be here for the rest of the day?
Hopefully.
Yeah,
That's the
so
plan.
yeah,
Yeah, now I get to kind of fight the crowd and head back.
get
and-
back.
But, it's worth it. I mean, it's Comic-Con. There's no other better way to spend a week,
No,
right?
not at all.
We all could be at work right now. But
Or just be at work right now.
that's true.
Well, I just want to remind you guys that these are coming out starting summer 2018. Different variants, as you see here. If you haven't checked them out, all the other Artist Alley, including other variants by him, are on the other side of that
wall.
display case. All right.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much, and have a great con.
I appreciate it.